All right, guys. So we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So last night, my memory was playing tricks on me. A lot of us instantly noticed this last night. Like, if you guys watch the video I made last night where I do the this quiz right here, I was clued into a little piece of information they have right here. We now have reached 400 million global downloads. A campaign celebrating this milestone will be held after the global campaign ends. Now, this caused the gears to start turning in my head big time. I started to really think, that's very interesting. I, now, what's crazy is, I felt like Geppy had said the 400 million download, like, kind of like a celebration would be held like with the global campaign. Now I went ahead and looked it up. Actually, Geppy says the same thing that's in there. So what they showed last night is not new information. After the global Dokkan campaign, what, that was a little fast, dude. Jesus. After the global Dokkan campaign ends, we have some events planned in celebration of hitting 400 million downloads worldwide. Be sure to stay tuned. Now, leading up to it, my sixth, maybe my seventh sense is telling me that this GDC, considering it's going to be powered up, gotta be a 6LR celebration. If you guys recall, last GDC technically was a 5 summonable LR celebration, right? We had, if we jump on over, we had Goku, Blue Vegeta, Blue Goku, and Goku Black and Zamasu. They dropped, was that July 7th? I think Gogeta and Omega were on the 28th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just quickly double check that. They were on the 23rd. That's when Gogeta and Omega came out. And then Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, they were on the 7th. Yes, August 7th. So the entirety of the celebration lasted like vaguely until, so it went from like, sort of like July 7th is when the banners dropped, but you could kind of even reverse that and include countdown events. I'm just curious, if we go all the way to the bottom, we have the countdown stuff in here. Yep, that's exactly what all this is. Yep, look, ding, 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 ding. Look familiar? Radiant Summer Dokkan Fest. So what we have is all of the countdown stuff. So technically the countdown hasn't started. They dropped the Radiant banner a little earlier than I was anticipating. But maybe that's because of the GDC in a different spot, right? Last year, this was, taking place in June, as you can see with these dates right here. This year, it's going to be in August, but this year, we're going to have the Memorial Stones are going to be a thing. The Memorial Stones. So with the Memorial Stones actually coming out, I think that will be kind of like our countdown celebration banner stuff is going to be the Memorial Stones, which, certainly could be pretty exciting. So, I mean, if you include all of the countdown stuff, which is starting basically the 24th of June, this GDC was around for essentially 2 months. Essentially. Right? Because I'm just, if we go all the way up, when did Gohan, Goten, and Trunks' banner go away? Oh, wait, excuse me. This is not, wait, hold on. All right, I pulled up a couple of extra things. So they had an announcement. Global Dokkan Campaign 2025 EX is coming with these events right here. Here's the Supreme Thanks, which was, again, this was almost 2 months after the GDC countdown started, right? And then right here, this was just all of the information added on top. Yeah, so this is, excuse me, this is the true GDC celebration info then. This bad boy right here. Look at this demonic celebration. Look at this. Bruh. They said this is going to be powered up. So, I mean, with this having 5 characters, and then the 10th anniversary having 6 characters, and the 10th anniversary, in terms of me scrolling and events and shit, is very similar, right? 10, like, people who overly hate on the 10th anniversary, silly, silly, silly. This shit was crazy, man. Like, we cannot, like, pull up the 11th anniversary and just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. That doesn't work with the 11th anniversary, but it was also shorter, right? Because Deborah obviously was not a part of the 11th anniversary. So, our working theory, and there's a lot of people have this, it's not just me at this point. You know, Goku vs. Frieza, part 1. Gohan vs. Cell, part 2. And then, now I've seen some back and forth on this. For me, I think tag Goku and Vegeta versus Kid Buu makes a lot of sense. We have not had a tag character since Saiyan Day, right? Well, I mean, I guess we've had Vegeta and Nappa. Vegeta and Nappa are actually the most recent tag. So, but I mean, that's only the next celebration. That's still April 1st that they dropped, right? There's not another one I'm forgetting. No, because then God Vegeta, and then the Realm of Gods Dual Dokkan Fest, and then that went into Metal Cooler. Yeah, okay. So last tag character was Vegeta and Nappa, and then the Majin Vegeta and Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I mean, that's a long time away. And this theoretical part 3 I'm talking about would be like the start of October, by the way. So it's quite a ways away. So what I am kind of thinking, right? Like looking at the celebration structure here. So like the 10th anniversary went until Saiyan Day, which is March 18th. Okay? And then the very first events from the countdown, look at this. January 19th? Bro, like the 10th anniversary is literally 2 months. GDC 2025 was 2 months. So, we're about to start the celebration, right? This is about to begin in 2 days, basically. The GDC countdown. And the countdown stuff most definitely counts as part of the celebration. So what I'm now thinking is going to happen, so we're going to see our countdown stuff drop on the 21st, right? 21st is when the countdown begins. I believe we will be summoning on the 29th is when we're going to be summoning for the new characters. I believe. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times. But the 29th, I believe, is when we'll be summoning actually for the characters, right? I would probably guess that the part 2 would maybe be like 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th in that range. Momentarily, I just want to pull up a couple of characters here. Let's just take a look at year 2024, and we can grab 2023. And then I want to grab. Oh, I want to grab you. Last 3 years will suffice. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll bring up these boys as well. Okay. 2024. It was the 13th of September. 2023, 14th of September. 2022, 15th of September. 2021, 16th of September. So, I mean, I can most definitely make this call. I mean, Geppy moves differently than Amatsu for sure. But the week of September 16th, this week, is when I fully anticipate part 2 of GDC. I think that would be Android/Cell Saga. Probably Gohan vs. Cell. And I think, my official locked-in prediction is, Goku vs. Frieza, August 29th. Let's say Gohan vs. Cell on the 15th. I'm just throwing a day out there. And then, I mean, I really think we could see it. Kid Buu, LR Kid Buu finally arriving. And tag Goku and Vegeta. I mean, how the tag is split up, I'm not sure. But that would be at the start of October as the 400 million download celebration. So what I think they're going to do is we'll have our normal celebration for LRs, the global Dokkan campaign. It'll be incredible. It'll be amazing. Oh my God, it was so good. And then as we think we're going to end, remember, we thought, oh wow, the 10th anniversary, it was just so very good. Wow, what a great celebration. and then the fuckers dropped mini Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas coming. That shit was mind blowing. Now he ended up being like a, sloppily, like, I mean, well, his kid, I think is his kid is atrocious. It's just, it's a very frustrating character. Certainly helped by all the love Daima gets, but he's a very frustrating character, that mini Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But it was so crazy because the character's existence was like 2 months at that point. Like mini Daima Vegeta was fighting. It was in like December of 2024 or something like that, and this guy was out in March of 2025. Like it was the timing for him was fine. I'm totally okay with that. The adult versions obviously were held back on way too long, but this was crazy. So like looking at this and looking what Geppy said right here, so that's what I'm thinking. I think that, like, technically the GDC is going to go until around the start of October, like around the end of September, start of October. And then I think the 400 million download celebration is going to begin. And I think that's going to be like a potential Carnival and Dokkan Fest LR that's going to go Boo Saga. And then remember, that would also then potentially take us into the Dragon Ball Super Remake. The Dragon Ball Super Remake almost assuredly is dropping in October. So, I mean, it's the next 2 months are going to be jaw dropping, to say the least. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking we're going to get, right? Is, again, just to review, I think GDC Countdown starts on the 21st. I think Goku vs. Frieza, GDC Part 1 banners, August 29th. I think Gohan vs. Cell, right? GDC Part 2 banners, I think September 15th. And then I think 400 million download celebration dual Dokkan Fest. I say dual Dokkan Fest, but probably a Dokkan Fest plus a Carnival, right? Like, I almost, a Dokkan Fest plus a Carnival is basically a dual Dokkan Fest at this point, right? You get the point, right? But like that probably on like the 30th of September, the 1st of October, 2nd of October, something like that is what I'm thinking we could see. And that would be 6 LRs. And this celebration probably, I don't know exactly how far it would go, but it could be a full 2 months leading into the Halloween celebration, which typically is just a regular Dokkan Fest TUR, right? 2 years ago it was Slug, right? Last year the Halloween character it wasn't Baby, it was the character after Baby. It was Mini Super Saiyan 4. Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku was the Halloween character. So yeah, that's the way I think this is gonna play out. I do think LR Kid Buu, it's happening. I think now tag Goku and Vegeta or Super Vegito. I think I probably would rather see a tag Goku and Vegeta. Vegito could be at any time. I think we're probably gonna have Vegito and Gogeta for 12th anniversary anyway. So I think a tag Goku Vegeta would be sick. So let me know what you guys think. But GDC into the 400 million download celebration, gonna be fire.